for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson! Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow!
Brett Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open. That long.
Off-season is over. The NBA is back. How happy are you to hear those words?
You have no idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Off target from three-point range. Outside Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3.
Every chance he gets, Anunoby will take this. He's an accurate outside shooter.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Towns outside. Anunoby, a screen on McDaniels. Back to Anunoby. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Screen by Hart. Towns passes to Brunson. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Anunoby. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels to end the run. And he buries his first look.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Now here's Towns. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, BA. And he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career. Well, DiVincenzo gives you a lot. He plays both ends, runs the floor with effort, and he has the mentality of a winner.
Now here's Brunson. Towns, a screen on DiVincenzo. Brunson on the drive. Towns. And Gobert with a block. Bridges against Edwards. Here's Gobert. He nails it, and we're tied.
Yeah, inside, Gobert can be a true monster, using his size and reach very effectively.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in there.
And so Gobert nails both of them. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
The shot by Towns, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And they take the lead. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
Well, right there, DiVincenzo, hard dribble, then stops and pops.
Hart with a screen on DiVincenzo. Brunson looks it over. Shot from the low post is good.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Brunson defending. Here's Edwards. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. On Randall. Here's Brunson. Minnesota with a rebound. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside McDaniels. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
Towns a screen on DiVincenzo. Bridges outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now here's DiVincenzo. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Anunoby passes to Brunson. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting the game the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Bridges with it. Did not look good in their loss against the Spurs the other night. To the paint. Here's Towns. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 5. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Randall outside. 3-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Towns against Edwards. Hart with a screen on Edwards. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. McDaniels from long range. Counted from distance. McDaniels got 9.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Towns looking for an opening. Bridges outside. And stolen by Edwards. Here's DiVincenzo. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, when Randall is playing with that kind of energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Hart with a screen on DiVincenzo. Outside Hart. There's the 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Hart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Gobert in the comfort zone.
Well, that's part of the value of DiVincenzo. He can run offense and set up others.
Brunson misses.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
DiVincenzo with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. McDaniels from long range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Knicks trail by 7. Outside Brunson. Top of the key. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Edwards. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Oh, hammer it home!
Woo! Nice. Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Brunson misses.
Well, I feel for him. He's trying to make a play, but hasn't had an impact this quarter.
Brunson against DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Brunson. Down low. Gobert, no good.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
And the Knicks miss again. It's Edwards on the wing. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, everybody. Well, they need to shore up a few things. I mean, one of the things is rebounding, and they're just getting out-hustled.
All right, fellas. And that is going to do.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Hart from long range. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Dosunmu, right side. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 9. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Anunoby passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Sticking with it. Towns wanted that bucket.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Drains the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Ingles with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. And there's a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. BA, back to you.
Has him bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Here's Hart. Pass to Bridges. Oh, it's stolen away. Reed against Bridges. High post Reed. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stan, you look at Naz Reed, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, BA. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
Here's Reed, pass to Shannon, and stolen by Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Ingles, the screen on Hart. Here's Highland, driving in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for you.
Ingles against Brunson. Pass to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Towns can't get it to go.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
The 3. A slam dunk by Reed.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Reed for 3. Connects from downtown. Reed's got 8 here in this quarter. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Robinson. To stop the run. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Defensive foul charged to.
And that one misses. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Stolen by Reed. Outside, Highland. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Anunoby. It's tipped. Hart passes to Brunson. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Brunson finds Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Here's Robinson, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
At the line.
And he sinks the second. Now here's DiVincenzo for 3. Randall. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. And Anunoby gets it to go.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
Here's Gobert. Left side, Edwards. Edwards on target.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. And over and back.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Outside for Randall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Towns throws it down.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. On defense, the Timberwolves. They lead by 4. Towns for 3. Oh, the impressive range of Karl-Anthony Towns.
Towns really stretches the defense all the way out to the arc.
DiVincenzo against Brunson. Randall a screen on Brunson. Takes it from 10. The putback. Hart with a rebound. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Towns outside to take the lead. The putback. Shot's no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Randall. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Well, in that situation, you know Randall's going to be calling for the ball. That's a nice take.
Now Towns. Oh, no good. It's McDaniels on the wing. Anunoby covering. Left side McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Anunoby. With the tip, the putback. How about the activity?
Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert. A high percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempt. Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it. Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Towns. Oh, he jammed it.
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Hard outside. Now Towns. Outside Brunson. DiVincenzo with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The jumper is good.
Well, good luck catching Dante DiVincenzo on the fast break. He is quick.
Here's Bridges. Towns on a screen. The 17-footer. Yes, sir, it's good.
And they call his number, and Bridges answers, not intimidated at all by the big moment.
Buries it from outside. And New York shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Easy work inside for Towns.
Well, this is why you go to Towns in the clutch. That is big time.
Now Gobert. Rebounded by Towns. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Oh, he misses the layup.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
It's stolen by Hart.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Stolen by Bridges. Here's Towns from deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Stolen by Anunoby. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the double. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow!
Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow!
Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag. And the crowd's oh, wow.
He's done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag.
There's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
So the New York starting five, they've got Hart, Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now White, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. White the pass to Hauser. Can't cash in from close range.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Towns kicks to Brunson. Into the lane. It's rebounded by Walsh.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And it goes down 2 points.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
And it's Brunson missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Tatum with the screen on Bridges. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Running from the wing.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Well, you love seeing that from Hart. Great exuberance and enthusiasm out there on the court.
Tatum with the screen on Brunson. Back to White. Outside Tatum. Launches a three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
You got to D up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last 2 seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
White, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Towns, no luck. Boston leading by 9. Outside, White. In the corner, Tatum with it. And the dunk by Tatum.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Brunson. Last game we saw him score 32. Hart the pass to Brunson. Hart kicks to Brunson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Left side, Towns. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Count it, good. Hart's got 5.
Excellent decision by Brunson, which is more times than not making the right read in the pick and roll action.
And the dunk by Tatum.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Brunson. Still yet to score. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
One of Brunson's best amongst his many weapons, that mid-range J.
And here's White. Outside Tatum. Knocks down the 3 ball. 12 points for him.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Brunson outside. Hart the pass to Towns. The shot. And again, it's New York.
Length, size, touch. That's how Towns just dominates you inside.
Right side Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Celtics lead by 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Anunoby kicks to Towns. A 3 ball. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Just 5 on the clock. White the pass to Hauser. Towns with the steal. Pass to Hart. That shot is off. White with the defensive effort. Now here's Tatum. And stolen in by Hart. Bridges, no one around him. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Bridges got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you guys.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie. Celtics leading by 11. Tatum dishes to Brown. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Last time they met in New York.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
White drives in, and White slams it in.
Well, White right there showing you he's opportunistic on offense. Saw the lane open up and exploded right through it.
That's a 2 from Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight. And White kicks to Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Hauser the pass to Brown. Clock at 4. Basket counts. Tatum's got 16.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Takes it off the glass. Bridges has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Towns, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
27 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Brunson. White with the defensive effort.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
There's the pick. Shoots over Anunoby. Boston again missing.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
And taken away by Brown. Here's Hauser. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have? Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that.
Checking out New York. They don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road. Kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen.
Changing gears here, how about what Jason Tatum was doing in that first half?
We continue to see growth.
And that's a halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
We've got Peyton Pritchard. And it's Harper in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Count that one.
And I like how agile Sohan is inside. He just looks for those subtle ways to beat you.
Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
Celtics leading by 6. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Out to Gonzalez. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
McBride passes to Robinson, and the shot is good. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Takes the 3, and it's Sohan missing. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Inside, here's Garza, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Three-pointer, Pritchard drills the three-pointer. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Sohan. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Robinson. Second chance effort. Lays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Garza. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Sohan, the pass to Robinson. Pass to McBride. Back to Robinson. Clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Garza, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Robinson. 1:27 left here in the third quarter. Here's McBride. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
The assist, Mitchell Robinson.
Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Alvarado. Plays it in off the breakaway. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Goes back up. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over in the corner, McBride. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. McBride's got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's Gonzalez. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the middle. Here's Shireman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Alvarado passes to McBride. Here's Robinson. Now Sohan. Here's Pritchard. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Celtics out in front, up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And New York looking at who they've got. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 4. Hauser misses. New York trailing. Right side Towns. Brunson against Tatum. Towns, a screen on Tatum. The kick out to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Oh, and he jams it with authority.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Hart. Rebounded by Hauser. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Tatum finds Brown. Tatum with the screen on Bridges. Bridges against Brown. For 3. No good there. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Yeah, that time Bridges got loose and got everything he wanted right there. What a throwdown.
Towns with the steal. Here's Hart. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Hart outside. Now Anunoby. Layup, no good. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's White. Here's the screen. Hauser with the ball. Hart's there. That does not go. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Man, how about cool, calm, collectedness of Town helps him come through when the game gets snug. And there's the ice cream with the apple pie, folks. Excellent trip up the floor to stretch this lead out.
Got it to go off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now Towns. Oh, good on the layup. We've got 1:23 left here in the 4th quarter. Brown. And the 3 misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hart outside. Now Towns. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Now Towns. The putback. Saves him with the putback.
He knew they needed needed a bucket, and he wasn't going to force things. Great poise that time from Bridges.
Tatum. It drops.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Hart with the screen for Towns.
Boston foul. Gibson, Tatum. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Tatum outside. Here's Brown. Tatum with the screen on Bridges. Tatum outside. It's in.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Brunson scanning the floor. Puts it up from deep. So a close game sees New York take this one. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Waving the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Waving the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again.
Is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the four-man position. And for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Mobley out there with Dean Wade. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Graham.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Here's Brunson. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and rolls. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
Now here's Harden. Coming off a 12-point game with the drive. No luck on that one. Hart with the defensive effort. Here's Anunoby, and that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, the burst of speed on the drive. Anunoby, so elusive on these cuts to the rack.
And last season, the Cavs were pretty healthy through the regular season, but that luck deserted them in the playoffs, Richard.
And I think that and that they didn't have a lot of competition in their first-round matchup did not set them up to succeed.
Now here's Towns. Back to Brunson. From downtown. Mobley grabs the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Towns, right side. Screen by Hart. Here's the three. Towns can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Mitchell. Stolen by Bridges. And now the Knicks on the break. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. New York shooting their first free throw tonight.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Screen by Hart. Pass to Towns. Back to Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Mobley. Out to the basket by New York.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Mitchell against Bridges. The kick out to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Bridges passes to Hart. Outside Brunson. 5 to shoot. Towns on a screen. And it's Brunson missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Now here's Brunson. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. Lets it go from deep. Wade misses. New York leading by 3. Outside Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Anunoby from the arc. It's rebounded by Wade.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Tips it. Here's Strus. Lays it up and banks it in.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back over to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Mobley. Some room here for Strus. Again, Cleveland scores. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Towns against Mobley. Towns passes to Anunoby, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
Pass to Mitchell. There's the drive, and Mitchell with the slam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Screen by Hart. Brunson on the drive. Oh, stolen by Harden. Here we go. Ball's going up the court. Jumps up, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Brunson outside. Pure from three-point range.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
It's a tie game in Cleveland. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Now here's Mobley. 15 in his last outing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. New York in 5th.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
Brunson with it, defended by Harden. Towns a screen on Harden. Pass to Anunoby. Towns down low, covered by Mobley. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Man, Mobley is always lurking, ready to erase any shot that comes his way. Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
pulls it. The quick look, no good that time.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
The Knicks have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. On the wing, Strus from outside the arc. And another miss by Cleveland. And for New York, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best ones are the ugly ones.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Richard, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Evan Mobley. He's quickly becoming a two-way terror.
Yeah, the Cavs have unlocked him offensively, putting the ball in his hands and encouraging him to let it fly from long distance.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Brunson. Last game we saw him with 32 points. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Mobley, left side. Back to Wade. The Knicks pull it in. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavs, came out with a victory.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Hart from long range. Strus grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Harden finds Mitchell. Back to Harden. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, the Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Guys, back over to you.
A tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Outside Strus, stolen by Bridges. Brunson passes to Bridges. The basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight.
When he's on, the three-pointer can be a real weapon for Bridges.
Now here's Mitchell. Coming off a 31-point game against New York. The drive by Harden. And it's good. 2 points.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Towns taking his time here. Towns on a screen. Back to Hart. Out to Bridges. Takes a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside Mitchell. Mitchell on the attack. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 6 points. Outside Brunson. Beyond the arc. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front, up 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You look at Cleveland, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a fan.
And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One of the stories here, Max Strus. Man, is he getting it done today?
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Dean Wade is out there with Evan Mobley. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Now here's Hart. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Bridges finds Towns. Towns drops the hammer.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Here's Brunson. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Brunson against Schroeder. Hart with a screen on Schroeder. Brunson passes to Hart, puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Towns outside Hart. Towns, a screen on Bryant. Hart goes in. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, at 6'11", 250 pounds, Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
Schroeder with it, and it's Brunson picking him up, and the shot goes.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Brunson finds Bridges. Towns down low. He's against Allen. Left side Brunson. 5 on the clock. Towns for 3. Ellis with a rebound. Cavaliers trail by 12. Driving to the basket. Kicks it out to Bryant. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Allen against Anunoby. Bryant, the pass to Ellis. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Tyson, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the inside. Nice D from Bridges.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Cat driving, and it's powered home by Towns.
Looking ferocious on the drive. I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
Ellis outside. Pass to Allen. Here's Schroeder. Back to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. And it's Brunson missing.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Bryant inside. Brunson defending. Bryant, no good. Pass to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Right side, Brunson. Towns a screen on Bryant. Here's Brunson. Nice form on the 20-footer. Brunson's got 9.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. Working so hard to set each other up.
Here's Allen. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Brunson passes to Towns. Hart with a screen on Allen. Towns goes in. Towns elevates and hammers it down.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bryant, the pass to Allen. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hart finds Towns. Pass to Bridges. Towns on a screen. The 3 is up. Can't hit that one. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. They've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. Hart with it. Now guarded by Mobley. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hart.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 14.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board or what?
Mobley against Towns. Pass to Bridges. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here comes Cleveland. The 3 from Mitchell. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the middle. Here's Towns. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Harden. Mobley outside. Let's go with a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Bridges passes to Hart. Shoots from the line. No good, off the front rim.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
From deep, Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Towns on a screen. To the wing, right side. On the take, and it's Towns with the power finish.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Strus! Towns rips down the board. New York leading by 13. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Oh, it's off!
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Mitchell fires! It's money from deep!
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Hart with a screen on Harden. Now Hart, the steal. Here we go, one-on-one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Harden surveying the D. Now Mobley, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he nails it.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
Who poked away. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Mitchell. The triple drop.
His team trusts him, and rightfully so. Mitchell makes so many big, important shots because he is a clutch performer.
A little over Over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Outside Hart. Towns outside. Now Anunoby. Shot from 12. Cleared away by Mobley. And here comes Cleveland. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And it's Strus off the drive. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Brunson with it. Strus covering. Here's Brunson. Bridges outside. Now Hart. Banks it home. Big shot.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Harden against Hart. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Anunoby. There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. Driving inside, here's Bridges. Towns! And the three misses. Strus outside. Let's loose for three. And so the big win by New York in a tight game. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
What to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Derek White is out there at ground. Then it's Tatum, and it's Garza in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now DiVincenzo. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go.
That's where the handle comes into play. Dante DiVincenzo, a little stop and pop.
Tatum with the screen on DiVincenzo. Brown outside. Gobert pulls it in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8", great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doors.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a three-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
Jacks up a 3, and Brown is good for 3. Brown's got 5 points so far.
How easy does that pull-up jumper look by Jaylen Brown? So tough. Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. DiVincenzo against Brown. To the inside. Garza. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his second basket of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. The tray. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Yep, that one goes. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Over the course of his career, Rudy Gobert has become so much better finishing inside.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Randall right side. Pass to Gobert. The 8-footer. And again, it's Minnesota.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep, with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Here's White following the 3 by Minnesota. Over Edwards. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Boston again missing. Timberwolves leading by 16. DiVincenzo with it. He has 5. No good with the triple. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Tatum passes to Garza. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Celtics trail by 14. Pass to Garza. For the 3. Sinks the triple. Garza's got his second basket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Back to Brown. Tatum on the wing. It's stolen by Randall. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
White. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's mid. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Onto the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Brown against DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you, Kevin.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Drives to the hoop. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. A shot by McDaniels. No good. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. And Doris, we saw it. Something just clicked for Jaden McDaniels and his rebounding in the 2025 season.
Well, his rebounding and beyond. Let's remember, his team decided to put the ball in his hands a little bit more, and he elevated his game on the offensive end as well.
Pass to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Boston, no good that time either.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Offensive rebound. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Misses the 3.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And it's Brown missing.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And that one drops for him. Randall's got his first bucket in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And that one, good.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Here's White. Buries the long-range jumper. White's got it back down to within single digits for Boston.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 7. And here's Brown outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brown with it, now defended by Randall. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Garza trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And taken away by Brown. The three from Tatum. Poked away, and we finished one half of basketball. Timberwolves lead by 13. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, we have Coach Finch here at the half. How key is Rudy Gobert to this offense?
Yeah, I mean, he brings a whole different dynamic to offense. Just making him feel part of our offense just creates so much.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
You know, right now for Minnesota, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Timberwolves. And that about wraps.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing from Jaden McDaniel.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's five. They've got Vucevic. Sam Hauser is out there with Harper. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the two. Here's Shannon. And the layup's good off the glass. Shannon's got his first points of the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Celtics trail by 13. Here's Pritchard. Shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Minnesota leading by 12. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Ingles passes to Reed. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from three, but I like when he goes to work inside.
Pritchard from outside. Boston, no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. No rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's the screen on the wing, and another basket for Boston.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
And it's Vucevic missing. Timberwolves leading by 11. Here's Shannon. Off target from outside. The Celtics have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Hauser. Harper controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just feeding everyone to the ball.
Here's Reid. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. Reid's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
There's a good screen. Three-pointer, Pritchard. It's hauled in by Shannon. Shannon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Hauser.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pritchard against Highland. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Yep, that one goes in there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Highland misses. Celtics trail by 14. Pritchard passes to Harper. No good on the triple. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Highland. Offline with his 3.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Reid gets the bucket.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Like, you can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Tries it from 19. That's short off the rim.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
Randall outside. From outside the arc, Boston grabs the miss.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
DiVincenzo against Brown. Here's Garza. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Offensive rebound. Randall on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Brown dishes to Tatum. For 3. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Brown! 3, good! And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
And
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. Rudy Gobert is so competitive, doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Outside Brown. They set the pick. Shoots the three. Gobert there for the rebound.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Buries the jumper.
What a bonus when Jaden McDaniels is humming a little bit on the offensive end.
Celtics trail by 6. Brown feeling out a bit. He's off from 3. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
It's Randall with the drive, rebounded by Tatum. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. Brown outside. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now Gobert. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of the game.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And it doesn't go. Now the Timberwolves with it. A nice run, going 12 in a row. Ball stolen. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A confident win.
Dante, you won state titles in high school.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Woody Allen has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
And Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Well, Coach, there's no better feeling than getting a new season underway.
That's so true. We've been waiting for a while. BA, there's a lot of excitement surrounding this season. Glad it's finally here, and I'm glad we get to be on the call.
Here's Edwards. And he packs it down right on top of Evan Mobley.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
From deep, the putback. Here's Gobert. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Fires in the triple.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
Mitchell up top, guarded by Edwards. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And with his length and touch, Mobley is tough to contain from mid-range.
Pass to McDaniels. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Wade. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game here. He's perfect from the line this time. Minnesota has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. DiVincenzo can't hit. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Harden, the pass to Wade. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
He buries it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Mobley, a screen on Randall. Wade, the pass to Mobley. Pass to Harden. Just 2 to shoot. And Gobert with a block. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. Second, the Cavaliers. The 4th spot held by the Timberwolves.
A stat every team wants to excel in, 3-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Strus. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Stolen by Strus. Mitchell against Edwards. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
McDaniels from long range. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wade. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Here's Wade. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Minnesota has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first.
Good effort by Randall to get up the floor and make himself available.
Gobert against Mobley. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside McDaniels. Sinks it from distance. McDaniels got 9 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Harden can't hit. Got it up. Doesn't go for him. It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for the Timberwolves. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. And more in. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Dean Wade is out there with Mobley, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation.
Wow, Rudy! Fancy!
Well, you know, Gobert doesn't usually show off much, but that was special.
Strus the pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Harden. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Yeah, when Gobert gets deep positioning like that, sometimes you're better off just sending him to the line.
I've wondered, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid, fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Pass to Strus. Fires for 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
Defenders suck toward the middle to follow Mitchell, and he found someone outside for the bucket.
Misses the
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Strus against McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Strus. McDaniels, that's good.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anything. McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
Cavaliers trail by 7. Mobley with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Back to Mobley. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
So strong. Gobert just goes through the bump. You have to hammer it now.
Minnesota shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Strus with a screen on Randall. Pass to Mobley. DiVincenzo with the steal. McDaniels from long range. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the bench.
Harden to pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game. 44 seconds left in the first half. And here's Strus. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mobley. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's McDaniels, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, McDaniels has really found a flow offensively, and he's just going to ride it as long as he can.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Here's Mobley. That doesn't go either for Mobley. It's Edwards on the wing. Takes the 3. Edwards on target.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
They've done a really good job of freeing up the shooters.
Yeah, with how they shot the 3, the driving lane should be wide open in this.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future. And that's a wrap on halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got Naz Reid. Dosunmu is out there with Bones Highland. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Shannon in at small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Minnesota leading by 11. This one for 3. Highland misses.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, just electric.
Yeah, the former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce.
And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, BA. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Getting established positioning inside. Once Allen has this, he is a threat to score.
Minnesota again missing.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pass to Harden, 3-pointer. The rebound by Shannon.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half. Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell fighting for it inside.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Releases. He hits the back iron and sinks it. The Sunmu's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Allen, left side. Oh, from deep. He can't hit that time. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Shannon. Yet to see a basket. Outside, Highland. Now to Sumu. Reed, a screen on Mitchell. The Sunmu for 3. Hits the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Reed with the rebound.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. 5th best, James Harden.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, BA. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
Schroeder with a rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Ellis. Here's Tyson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he drops the first. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Minnesota leading by 11. The Sunmu for 3. Schroeder with a rebound. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Tyson, no good. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the 3rd quarter. Highland misses.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Allen, right side. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
With a soft touch around the basket, when Allen gets good looks inside, he's able to capitalize. In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
On the attack, Schroeder. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Outstanding defense by Reed there. He understands the importance of protecting the basket.
Here's Allen. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Naz Reid. Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. So both free throws good from Allen.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
And there's a pick. Ingles from outside. Ellis with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ingles. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Shannon. Minnesota again missing. Cavaliers trail by 8. Inside. Ellis, good. Ellis has got his first basket.
Nice job by Ellis capitalizing inside.
Pass to Reed. The 3. Drills it from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Timberwolves ahead, up 9. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Timberwolves lead by 9. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Evan Mobley out there with Dean Wade. And it's Harden in at the 1. The shot's good.
The one thing we know for sure about Harden, he does not shy away from contact.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Mobley with some nice D.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. McDaniels from long range. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got 3 assists tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Minnesota shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Here's Gobert. Mobley with the block.
Mobley said nope, entry denied.
Here's Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. McDaniels can't hit. Cavaliers trail by 10. Mobley, left side. Goes up at the stripe. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. McDaniels from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 26 points.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Edwards finds Randall. To the inside. Mobley with the block.
Do not test Evan Mobley, a top-level shot blocker.
Gobert pulls it down.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Gobert with a screen on Strus. McDaniels. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Mitchell outside. Here's the floater. Gobert pulls it down.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Cavaliers trail by 14. Strus! The defensive pressure was right there.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
McDaniels against Strus. Gobert jams it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that tug.
Now Edwards. A minute 15 left to play in the fourth. Oh, it misses. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. It's a 16-point game. Flushes it down with both hands.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Edwards. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Timberwolves.
It seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And big-time bragging rights won today, just grabbing that season series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jaden McDaniels.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Mobley passes to Harden, back to Mobley. And And close on the shot, even with the foul. Now 2 free throws.
And love the aggressiveness from Mobley, commanding the defense's attention there.
No good on the second free throw. Outside DiVincenzo. Here's Harden. Takes a 3. Gobert pulls it down. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
James Harden, assisted by Bruce.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Up Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. The 19-foot shot. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Hart with it. Now defended by Randall. And the dunk by Towns.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Here's the 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Towns, a screen on Randall. Hart the pass to Towns. Back to Hart. That one, no good. Randall with some nice D. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team, and with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Another shot, Towns. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Traps in the tray.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
That bucket in no time at all. Towns has got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he just powered that.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And here's Brunson. Last game we saw him score 32.
When Brunson is working in that mid-range area, you can pretty much mark it up, count him.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges against Edwards. Out to Bridges. Towns a screen on Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And Towns throws it down.
Well-coordinated play there. I mean, Towns rolls off at the right time. So important, the timing of that roll. It shows good finishing ability on the move.
New York leading by 4. Hart with a screen on Edwards. Here's Towns. Randall grabs the board.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
McDaniels right side. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
An NBA champion with the Bucks. Clark, what do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Boy, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard all the time. I mean, he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Guys?
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
From downtown, good on the three-point shot. Hart's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Brunson scanning the floor. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We come back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Hart.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Edwards puts in the 3.
Yeah, it's the most efficient three-point shot in basketball. Good to see Edwards capitalizing from the corner.
Brunson outside. Six to shoot. Brunson with a head of steam, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
A 3 for DiVincenzo, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Brunson outside. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Pass to Hart. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Bridges attacking. And he converts the layup. Bridges has got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Down low, here's Brunson. Towns up top. Hart with a screen on DiVincenzo. Towns kicks to Brunson. For Gobert, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Towns throws it down.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter it.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket, no matter who was offering the resistance.
You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Good on the shot.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
McDaniels against Anunoby. Randall a screen on Anunoby. Drains it from beyond the arc. McDaniels got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
To the paint, here's Hart. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Gobert gets to Randall. Off target with his 3. On the wing, Anunoby. McDaniels defending.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Edwards can't hit. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Knicks up 7. And Allie LaForge. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Come one, come all. What are you guys thinking about when you look at the schedule? What do you know?
Well, I know what's on Shaq's schedule. Wake up, 12.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Timberwolves. Thanks for joining us. Now
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Jose Alvarado is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Diawara in at the small forward position.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Stolen by Highland. Now here's Reed, the fast break chance. On that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Dosunmu.
Reed, he loves helping other guys make it happen. That's the definition of a team player, giving up yourself for the team.
Robinson dishes to Clarkson. Back to Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. McBride. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside, here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
The Knicks leading by 4. Going inside. And the basket by Alvarado.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plates.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness. They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Here's McBride. Scoreless thus far. Robinson. And Robinson is right there.
Robinson knows his strength and great value is on the offensive glass. Got himself a hoop that time, too.
Dosunmu, the pass to Reed. Pass to Shannon. Back to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down. Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
And the wide open shot from Reed. A three-pointer is right on target. Reed's got 7 points here in this quarter. McBride on the wing. Pass to Robinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got 8 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Alvarado passes to McBride. Shot clock at 5. Clarkson on the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
McBride on the wing. Pass to Alvarado. Oh, that's blocked. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Here's Hart. No good off the front iron. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Highland, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Highland misses. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Over to the wing. And here's Brunson outside. Minnesota with the rebound. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Highland to the middle. And stolen by Hart.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Hart with the screen for Brunson. Shoots over Dosunmu. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 13.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard. Filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 7. DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. McDaniels outside. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. No good from outside.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Hart outside. Back to Anunoby. Gobert with the block.
Gobert denying that chance at the rim. The stifle tower doing his thing.
To the inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Towns. Hart the pass to Towns. Over Gobert. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. McDaniels outside. The putback. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Towns, a screen on DiVincenzo. Lets it go from 14. The shot's good from Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 7.
You know, with his first step, Brunson is really hard to contain in the two-man game.
Now McDaniel. The three doesn't go.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Towns. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now Randall. And stolen by Hart. Now Brunson fires the three. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. Now McDaniel. A three-pointer. Good.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
It's deflected. DiVincenzo against Brunson. McDaniels outside. Gobert. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Count it. Nice touch.
We're seeing another decisive performance from Brunson. He's absolutely controlling the pace of this game.
Outside Edwards. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter.
Gobert calling for the ball in moments like these. Big-time games under his belt.
Brunson outside. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Now Towns. Outside Brunson. There it is. Brunson with the deep shot.
Brunson, a career 40% three-point shooter. Man, that shot is reliable.
The response triple. Answers back.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Randall against Hart. Off the glass.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Timberwolves trail by 6.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. Woo-hoo! Yes, DiVincenzo. What a gamer. Somebody who lives for these kind of big moments. Watch out.
Here's Hart. Outside Anunoby. Stolen by McDaniel. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Gobert. Rebounded by Towns.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Hart outside. Towns, a screen on it. Here's Towns. It's stolen by Edwards. Randall outside. Lets loose a three. He drills the three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous...
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell, he's done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell, he's done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell, he's done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell, he's done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Liddell, he's done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick rampage Jackson.
What are these games like to play in, Richard?
It's so much fun. You put in so much work in the offseason to improve, to get better, and now it's your opportunity to show it.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. They've got Sam Hauser. Jaylen Brown is out there with Derek White. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Walsh in at the 3, the small forward.
He's consistent.